Kevin was putting the finishing touches on a bottle of rye and doing some chain smoking while watching the bulldozing of his favorite childhood park. Soon the years fell away as easily as the flimsy gym equipment as he reminisced about all the behavioral advances he'd made while there. The play structure where he built his very first fire. The carousel where he used to make himself dizzy when he was still too young to get booze. And the community pool. Come on, boy, let's you and me go swimming. Lots of single mums there looking for a new daddy. Maybe old Percy here will get himself a sun-baked hottie.
Oh no, not them.
Hold up this towel so your old man can change into a swimsuit without violating his parole. All right, time to party. Or as I like to call it, bath time. Oh, yeah. Kevin remembered being 7 years old and riding the swing as high as it would go. Fly, boy, fly. Yeah, I wonder if I could kick you that high. Come here, boy, come here.
You're blocking our plow! Get out of the way!
We're here to save the park.
All you granola-eating peaceniks can kiss my ass!
We ain't peaceniks, we're drug dealers. We work this park and we ain't paying $20 for the privilege.
Fortunately for Kevin, he was still too buzzed to notice the sprains and hairline fractures he'd given himself.
I ain't no clay pigeon broken head.
Percy had been through blackouts before, but usually they were just his own. Geez, it's too dark. What the Christ is going on?
I think it's a blackout.
Blackout my ass. Them friggin' immigrants. They're finally coming for me after all that stuff I said about them on the radio.
And the topic of today's phone-in is Episode 8 of Refinishing Your Patio. What's the best shade of brown? Some have suggested perhaps a strange topic for a radio show, but certainly not our first caller. We're going to Percy on line 1.
Yeah, I'm phoning to complain about all the fucking immigrants.
We appreciate your opinion, sir, but that's not the topic of our radio show today.
Radio show? Must have dialed the wrong number. I was phoning someone else.
You know, Chad, he could hire immigrants to stay in his patio. Is that what you were trying to say, Percy?
What? No. Well, what's the deal with all these people coming to take our jobs? If I had a job, maybe I could work half-assed a few months and then be able to get unemployment instead of lousy friggin' welfare. And another thing, I'm on the fucking phone.
I gotta call my mother with the lottery numbers.
The old bitch can tie a knot in a few minutes.
You can't talk to me that way.
Great. Is that how you want the neighbors to hear you?
Why did I even marry you?
'Cause I knocked you up. Go ahead and cry, you big idiot. Sorry, what were we talking about?
Staining your patio, Percy.
What? Wouldn't catch me doing that.
Why not?
Welfare pays better, you dumbass. Shit works for immigrants. Listen, you want to tell me why the fuck you called?
You called us.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to drink, though. Oh, you want the phone that bad? Here, I'll just pull the goddamn thing out of the wall so that it'll reach.
Well, we're out of time.
Kevin noticed that the community would sure pull together whenever there was a crisis. Kevin felt good, too, because he'd frigged everyone over right sweet with this wrangle.
I'm sure we'll be told what to do.
Don't panic, folks. Don't panic, anybody. The authorities will tell you what to do. Do not assemble publicly or talk to each other to exchange information. Don't panic, folks. Don't panic.
You know anyone with the TV still working? We can find out what's happening.
Go fire up the generator in the boathouse, son. We'll see what the cable news channel says.
Fine. Just give me orders. That's great, Captain.
Put it on the porno channel. They get all the latest news. Found out that when Larry Flint died, he's arranged to freeze his head. Bet you can't guess which one.
We don't have the porno channel in this house.
I guess just those videotapes you keep in the toolbox in the boathouse, eh?
Actually, they got all the porno channels. They think I don't know the channel lockout code. Idiots.
Some unavoidable blackouts have occurred, but only in poorer neighborhoods and those known for marginal political influence. Power will be restored shortly without inconvenience to anyone of consequence.
You see, Percy? Everything's gonna be just fine. It ain't no big disaster after all.
In other news, a law was passed today requiring mandatory drug testing for welfare check recipients.
Jeez, Percy. If they start drug testing for welfare, we're gonna have to find someplace to buy clean urine.
I knew this was gonna happen, but don't worry. I got some connections in the joint.
You and your connections. A lot of good that'll do ya.
Well, Mr. Spencer, according to these urine tests, you're a 100% drug-free Labrador Retriever.
Fucking right. Now I'm not on probation no more.
Think again, dumbass.
Think what again? The next day, there was still no power in the neighborhood, and people were starting to get pissed off.
Maybe these pickled pig peckers will last longer out here in the cold. Hey, where the hell you two going?
Me and the boy are gonna try and find a connection for clean urine samples. Then we can get our welfare checked.
Why don't you figure out a way to get the heat on? I nearly froze my ass shut last night.
Surprised you got off it long enough to notice. Besides, if we cash the checks, I can score us a fancy generator like them Bensons. Percy would soon discover that finding a clean urine sample on the outside wasn't as easy as find one in the joint.
Welcome to the Crapatorium. We provide only the finest quality portable toilets for your major events. Will you require something stylish, or maybe you'll need the rubber-to-the-road reliability of our biker beer tent flushables? Remember, we handled all the 3 Tenors concerts. How about this beauty? What better way to honor our First Nation friends than with this totem pole toilet?
Reminds me of some jerk I beat up in a cigar store once. Fucker had a whole fistful of Havanas and he wouldn't even share none.
Sir, perhaps we should...
Tough son of a bitch, though, I'll give him that. Wouldn't go down no matter how many times I smacked him.
How about our Perry Potty? It's a portable toilet with a periscope. Now you'll never miss a concert.
We don't want a toilet. I'm just wondering what you do with the sewage when you're finished.
We discharge it in a completely legal fashion. Why? Are you at the Board of Health or something? That lawsuit was settled. And besides, we had no way of knowing they were going to use that land for a play structure.
I don't care where you dump it. Just wondering if you'd like to make a few bucks on the side. Percy whispered to the man about how he wanted to use the Go Hut.
Get a clean urine sample, you uncivilized barbarian!
Fine then, prick. Come on, boy. I don't think... Holy fuck, I think he's using one of your porta cans. Stupid idiot. You don't use the ones in the showroom, you fucking retard.
I wasn't sleeping. No.
Sorry, Percy. I got out of the urine trade. It was too competitive. Now there's people offering celebrity urine over the net. I can't stay innovative enough for the marketplace. How's the Messiah these days?
You can't help me, freak. You know, drinking all alone in the dark gets fucking depressing after a few nights.
Well, so's eating and just about everything else.
Yeah, except screwing. At least now I don't have to look at you.
When are you gonna do something about it all and get us a generator? I can't afford all of these lighters.
Oh, for Christ's sake, I'm out there trying to keep us on welfare, woman. It's a full-time job getting a thieving little brat to do something useful for a change.
Kevin, baby, can you go steal your mama a nice generator?
What'd the little freak say?
He asked if we'd tape a show while he was gone. The little rugrat's really starting to lose it. It's cold in here. Will you get some goddamn heat in here before my friggin' nipples take someone's eye out?
Don't worry, I'm gonna make us a nice fire out of these old beer cases. Crack a window and get some ventilation in here.
And just where the hell do you think you're going? Move along, kid.
Kevin decided he had two choices. Go find another generator, or wait until the carbon monoxide fumes in the claustrophobic boathouse knock the old bastard out. Kevin was really excited about the idea of hot wiring the crane, because one of the benefits of having no feelings means a reckless disregard for personal safety.
Man, I can't wait to try out these fancy new go-huts. What the? Somebody's on the crane! Ah!
Kevin figured that using the crane, he could move the generator to his house the same way you reach for a prize at a claw machine. I think the fire's out. Just a few more minutes.
Percy, look what our boy got us!
Guess the kid's good for something after all. And now you went and dented the house, you useless tool. Fucking kid's trying to kill me.
Well, you could have been more supportive.
Oh, God help me!
Don't worry, baby. Mommy's proud of you. Now go hook that generator up so we don't have to freeze like these other idiots. Maybe we can get the TV going for that new show.
Percy decided to call it a day at the bar. He was pretty mad because besides having a rotten kid and shitty relationship, it didn't look like he was going to get a clean sample, and he was going to lose his welfare.
Sounds pretty tough, Percy. Wish I could help you. You must be pretty pissed off. I'm used to dealing with piss tanks and piss faces, but...
That's supposed to be funny, prick?
No. Hey, I don't want any trouble. Don't go getting all pissy.
That tears it.
Hey, Kevin. I couldn't help overhearing your old man's problem. I know some guys who are shipping in tanker trucks of clean urine from Mexico. Come to the pawn shop tomorrow. We'll talk. The scam's been going for a while. It's known to the Quebec Underground as the Yellow Railroad. So, Percy, I hear you've been looking for a connection. I got someone on the phone you might want to talk to.
Thank Christ. Thought I'd have to beat the piss out of someone.
Just Senior Spencer. We provide a way for citizens to defend their rights not to be exploited by government and corporations. And we only cater to the best. Most of our clients are military or Olympic athletes.
Where do you get the stuff?
Let's just say we use only 100% child labor. I'll arrange to have Pedro and Jean-Claude make a delivery next time they're in your neighborhood. What do you think you're doing? Get back to work!
The power had been out in Kevin's neighborhood for almost a week, and the city still wasn't doing anything. People started degenerating into primal isolationist paranoias, and the mob attitude ran rampant.
Yeah, all my hydroponic tomatoes are dying. If I don't get my lights working, I'll have $30,000 worth of hydroponic tomatoes rotting in my basement.
You can all kiss my ass, you suckers. They're all jealous because we got power. Why the hell ain't they bugging them Benton earthholes?
'Cause they can afford fancy private cops to guard their property.
Shit, if the boy could stop killing all his pets, we could stick one of them on him. That's it. They're firebombing us. Everyone into the attic.
Neckbeard Roadhouse is a terrifying inferno. Perhaps we should save the day by using the hose to extinguish the flames with the PP.
We're supposed to sell this stuff.
Hey, you're right. Let's go.
Hey, I don't think I ever been up here before.
Yeah, look at all the old shit people left up here.
You know, I think this outfit would look great on Kevin.
Yeah, little fruit would look like a sailor boy. Hey, boy, can you do a sailor dance for your old man? Come on, here, I'll show you.
Gosh, Percy. Or maybe it's just 'cause we've been through tough times together, but I suddenly feel all romantic, like it's our first date. Like I'm a giddy little schoolgirl again.
Yeah, reform school baby. Actually, his mom was feeling the toxic fumes from burning paint and upholstery. Kevin knew that if he didn't do something right quick, his parents would die. Then he realized that if he didn't do something right quick, all his fake IDs and forgery equipment would get burned too, and he'd have to replace them. Had saved the house, which made him feel powerful, and he'd saved his parents, about which he was relatively ambivalent. Oh, God! Sweet Jesus, we're alive! Kiss me, Ma!
Ew, gross! Don't come near me, you pig! Besides, it's not like you did nothing. The boy did all the work.
Big deal. We still got the problem with the welfare check. If we don't get some drug-free urine soon, someone's gonna have to find work.
The boy says he has an idea for that, too.
Kevin told his dad that he knew where he could connect and that he'd only charge the old man $30. What? Stiffing the old man on the deal, eh? I'm proud of you, boy. So where the hell you getting this stuff anyways? Kevin told the old man there's no way in hell he was gonna find out his stash. You learn well, boy. You learn well.
Well, Mr. Spencer, except for the chlorine, you have the urine of a drug-free 7-year-old.
Fucking right, I'm back on welfare. Let's you and me do some celebrating, boy. Just don't tell Fatty about this or she'll try and screw us out of the dough. Now that Kevin's old man had a steady income again, he decided to spend some time enjoying the finer things in life with his son, mostly because he needed a designated driver. Assholes. You thinking of doing what I'm thinking of doing, boy? Lead on, Grasshopper. Is that really what you were thinking, Broken Head? I can't believe I went along with that. What the fuck goes on in your head anyway, you crazy goddamn simpleton?
Kevin told the old man that what went on in his head was mostly a dark, murky abyss full of menacing shadows and the harrowing screams of tortured souls, and that the loudest scream of all was a little boy's scream as he fell further and further away from the comforting light of sanity.
Geez, when I was your age, I was mostly thinking about fucking. Takes all kinds, I guess, eh, sport? Sorry, boy, I forgot about that hair thing.
Because Kevin knew his old man was really stupid and probably had forgotten, he decided to cut him some slack and put away his homemade shiv.
Anyway, like I was saying, I was just thinking about getting back at Marty by putting on disguises. No more fucking dresses. See, we put on disguises and go back in there. And you and me run up a huge bar tab. Then we skip out and stiff the bastard on the bill. I'll do all the talking. Good evening, barkeep. My name is Michael Smith, and this is my business associate, John McFuckpants. May we please have some alcoholic drink?
Get the hell out of here, Spencer.
I don't know what you're talking about because I am mentally retarded. Please, may I have a jug of draft?
I swear to God, Percy, I'll have my bouncer kick what teeth you got left clean out of your head if you don't get out right now!
Who is this Percy person you speak of, my good man? Please, innkeeper, a glass of your best for a parched traveler.
Word of advice for you. Do yourself a favor and steer clear of that Percy Spencer guy. He's bad news. So, Mr. McFuckpants, what can I get for you?
Something's wrong with that kid.
His head don't wake, it never did.
You better not cross his path.
He's a tea-smoking alcoholic sociopath!
All you granola-eating peaceniks can kiss my ass.